I'm gonna give you right now 8 lessons people learn too late in their life and it affects their consistency. Because it's not just about intensity to your self-improvement, okay? It's also about consistency. Let's be honest, there are things that you are doing in your life right now that are affecting your discipline. If discipline's your main problem, this video is for you. But I'm gonna give this to you right now. It's gonna fix what you need to fix. Tell me, when was the last time you were able to stick to a program for any length of time, right? I'm talking 30 days, 60 days, okay? When was the last time you were able to say no? Here's a hidden metric. I love hidden metrics. Hidden metric, how often do you say no? Because if you're someone that can't say no and someone that can't do what they want to do, you'll never get to where you want to be, okay? Discipline right now is the biggest problem in today. Discipline, because there's just too much shit going around. There's too much distraction. There's too much things that are pulling people. People can't say no. So again, I'm gonna give you 8 lessons that people learn too late in their life, but you can learn this right now. I learned these because I left home quite early, right? I left home when I was 17. Okay, I've been on the run ever since. Not run from the police, but I've been doing my own shit, right? By the age of 21, I lived in 5 different countries. Okay, I've seen a lot. For someone my age, honestly, I've seen a lot. I've done a lot of jobs. I've worked construction, okay? I've worked for the Australian government, okay? I've been a barber. I'm doing the lifestyle content creating right now, okay? Last year in the summer, I wrote down a plan. I'm going to blow up on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and I'm going to make 10K a month. Guess what's happening right now, okay? We haven't blown up on YouTube, but I promise you, stick around. The problem that most people don't realize is that they're listening to a lot of sugar-coated advice, okay? I've heard it all. I've heard all the kind of sugar-coated advice that people be saying on the internet. You know, do what you want, do what makes you happy. It's okay not to have it figured it out. It's not okay to have it not figured it out. You're in your early 20s. This is the time to put your head down and get in the fucking back cave and move forward with your shit. Okay? Otherwise, you're going to spend the next 10 years, 20 years digging yourself out of a hole. Student debt, loan debt. Okay? You're born and you're born, raised, and lived in the same city your whole life. You've known the same cunts your whole life. What personal experiences, what lessons have you learned? Chase progress. Don't just sit there and think that things are gonna come to you, because they're not. Okay, lesson number 1, and get this through your head. Important people come and go. They come and they go. I mean, it's not just girls, it's friends, it's also mentors. Okay, you have to be okay with learning to detach and forget. You don't have to forget the lessons, but you have to be okay with understanding people come and go, and that's okay. We're all on our separate journey. I'm not saying you drop your friends, I'm not saying you do that, but that's just life. Best friend, soulmate. Sometimes, you know, you go from strangers and then you feel like this person is like one of the most important people in your life, and then before you know it again, they're strangers again. I've had it happen to me way too many times, but now I'm okay with it. The trick is not to hold on too tight. That's the trick. Don't hold on too tight. And maybe that's a bad defensive mechanism, but it served me well. And I'm giving this as like almost like older brother advice to younger brother, because right now I'm not talking to you. Do you get me? This lens, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to 19-year-old me. When I talk to this lens, guys, when I make these videos, I'm talking to the 17-year-old me. And if you're anything like the younger me, you'll take my advice. Don't hold on too tight. Accept it. You'll be a lot happier. Just don't keep dead weight around. Trust your gut. If it feels like dead weight, it probably is. Lesson number 2. Your diet is more than just what you eat. Okay, your diet is more than just what you eat. Your diet is everything you consume. Okay? People focus far too much on the diet. People focus far too much on what they're eating. They focus on too much on weight. Bro, I don't have a scale. I don't weigh my food. I don't track my macros. But I do track things that are more important than my food. I track my screen time. I limit how much time I spend on social media. Okay? What I consume, the music I listen to, okay? There's a time and a place for 50 Cent and Gunna and Drake. But what you consume will be who you are. Why do you think these low socioeconomic areas that are obsessed with Sexy Red and fucking Nicki Minaj. Why do you think the girls from there just end up becoming who they are? Why do you think you go to the club in these areas and these girls are shaking their ass and these girls, they can't commit to relationships? Why do you think the guys, when you go to these certain areas where you get the best hip hop, I don't want to say it, but these areas, why they struggle with drugs, why they struggle with crime? Music is a big influence, okay? It's not just your diet, guys. What you watch on your social media, what that algorithm is pushing you. Is it pushing you degenerate shit? If it is, check yourself. Lesson number 3. You've got to let people down to be happy. It's going to happen. There's going to come a time when people want something from you, and in the sake of your own happiness, you're going to have to let it be a no. Your self-love, it just has to come first, okay? One of the best pieces of advice I got when I was 18, I was in a car with my best friend, his father, and his father's friend, and his father's friend gave me 2 pieces of advice. Do what you want, but don't bring shame to your family, okay? And part of that is sometimes you've got to let people down to do what you want. Trust me, it's okay. Let them be bummed. Fuck them, okay? Fuck them. If they weren't there for you when you were eating shit, they don't deserve to be there with you when you're eating steak. That's how it works. So if they get bummed over you saying no, if they get bummed over you putting yourself first, just do it anyway and let them go. Like I said, people come and go. People change. That same cunt you knew when you were 14, he's not the same cunt when you guys are 21. I promise you that I learned that mistake too many times. I've had best friends change on me. They're not change on me on purpose, but they change because that's how life is. They form new friends, they go to a new job, and you see these shit changes, life changes, environment happens. People come and go. And because people come and go, you can't put them first, you put yourself first. Because when you die, you're going to be the only one in your grave. Here, and this one's a big one, okay? These next few are huge, so stick around. Number 4, never let rejection form self-rejection. You can't do that, ever, ever, ever. People ask me for advice with girls. What's the biggest advice with girls that you've heard? Think. Sit there, close your eyes and think. Biggest advice for girls, don't let rejection let you down, because you're going to get rejected. It's just how the world works. Girls mess with who they want, guys mess with who they can. Okay? If she don't want you, some other fish is going to want you. That's okay. Even if it comes to a business, entrepreneurship thing, whatever, okay? You didn't get rejected. No, you just learned the lesson for the next shot. That's how it is. Another massive advice I got, one day I was cutting hair with a Netflix actor. Okay, he was a Netflix actor. And he was giving me advice. He was like, I love your content, but bro, you need to put it out more. Put it out more. You can't miss. You literally cannot miss in life. You can't miss. You gotta swing every single time. Every time you swing, you learn something. Okay? You can't miss. Just swing. Don't let rejection hurt you. If you're a content creator and you put out a video and it doesn't get 300k views, it gets 25k views. Don't be like, okay, I need to stop putting out the content. No. No. Again. It's gonna happen. Number 5. Own your responsibilities, own your future, own your frame. You have to understand that everything in your life is your fault. That's not entirely true and it's not entirely healthy, but if you adopt that mindset that everything in your life is your fault, your grades are shit because of you. Okay? You're not in the starting 11 in the team because you're shit. Okay? You're not making the money because you're shit. If you understand that everything is your fault, you'll go out and you'll do the things that you need to do to change that. That's what it's all about. It's all about making the right decisions, learning from your mistakes, putting yourself first, not letting rejection hurt you. And that comes down from this biggest tip of this video. Own your responsibility. It is your responsibility to retire your parent. It is 100% responsibility. It is your responsibility to live a good life. I don't know about you, but I'm a religious guy and I believe that I got put down on here, okay? I got put down on here and I'm going to do it the best way I can. I'm going to live the best life I can. And for me, that means accomplishing my mission. That's my responsibility. Think about what's your responsibility. It's my favorite one, really. It is my favorite one because, like I said at the beginning of this video, the biggest problem that you guys have today is discipline. You guys can't stick to a mission. It's not intensity. You guys want it. It's consistency. Consistency is discipline. Discipline is systems. Changing the way you think about certain things. If you can fix that, you can fix everything in your life. Number 6, quality over quantity. Again, intensity, no. consistency. Quality, not quantity. I don't give a fuck how many friends you have. I don't give a fuck how many likes your post got. I don't give a fuck how many followers you have. I'm sure everyone on here will agree with me. One deep, meaningful relationship with a soulmate is better than 1,000 meaningless hookups. Yeah? True? Yeah, because it's quality over quantity. Everyone knows that. I'm just stating the obvious right now. Quality lasts. Quantity fades. Another piece of advice that I got when I was a bit younger. You'll never remember the amount of money you made, the amount of money you spent. You won't remember the amount of holidays you had. But you'll remember the people you met and the meaningful experiences you did. So, focus on quality. When you start to focus on quality, you'll find more meaning to your mission. That'll force you to have more consistency. Number 7, fairy tales will make you unhappy. Today's life is obsessed with momentum. You know, you go to school, you graduate, you get your degree, you meet a girl, you go on a date, you go on 5 dates, you're in a relationship, you're in a relationship for 5 years, time to get married, you get married, student debt, loan debt, house debt, mortgage, you settle down in the city you were born in, retire, and you hit the grave, and adios amigo. That's not how it works though. That's not for everyone. That's a fairy tale. The American dream, it's a fairy tale. Your story, your movie, your book, the plot of your life is yours to create. In my school community, I've got a whole classroom about character creation. And in that is deciding the plot of your story. Don't live out someone else's fairy tale. Bro, I wanted to play for Barcelona. At 10 years old, I thought I was going to play for Barcelona. I thought I'd be in the World Cup for playing for Turkey. But that's a fairy tale that's not meant for everyone. I put in the work. 9 years old, I'm waking up at 6 a.m. doing runs because my dad's a psycho. 14 years old, 15, I made the sacrifices. Right? I didn't leave the fairy tale. But my fairy tale is still there to create. So that's why I'm over here hustling, going to school, getting a degree, starting my business, creating Zadam Mutlu as a personal brand. Because I'm grabbing the mission by the balls. The fairy tale didn't happen. But there's another fairy tale out there to chase. And I'm sure you can relate with me. I'm sure there's a fairy tale in there that you're trying to live up to. Where it's your parents, your friends, what you got from the internet. Fairy tales, it's just a fairy tale. There's more than one way to live your life. There's more than one plot. There's more than one story. Create your character. Create the plot. And head in that direction. The last tip for this video. Fun is yours to define. Goes back to what I said at the beginning of this video. The advice I got is just do what makes you happy, but don't bring shame to your family. Do what makes you happy. If going out with your friends truly makes you happy, then go out with your friends and be happy. For me, hustling, making money, going on nice holidays, working out next to the beach, having an espresso, that's what makes me happy. And none of my friends are really on that. I've got maybe 2-3 friends that will do that with me. Actually, I've got 2 friends that'll do that with me. And that's why I hold them close. Because I like to do what makes me happy.